and good afternoon. I'm back for another test of all the ones I got at the fruit stand, including what may just be a different phenotype of those ones I just tried, the Jumbo Red habaneros. But I'm going to save the seeds for this one as a separate variety and see if we can get any streamlined shape out of them. So yeah, and also see if it's a similar flavor. Okay, I got my bowl here waiting to catch all the seeds. I'll cut it down the middle as usual. Similar smell and look on the inside too. So, okay, we'll take half of it right now and work from that half. I'm just going to peel the seeds out of this. A couple more hidden seeds in here. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going for. Should give me a good rip of heat and a fairly good gauge of the flavor. So, here we go. Yeah, and the nice habanero vegetable fruity flavor. It's nice and sweet. I'm going to heat in the throat a little bit. This one actually has a little bit more of a bell pepper type flavor coming through too, fading in and out there. Ooh. Yeah, that one doesn't seem like it's quite as hot as the other one was. Smaller too, but even still the initial. And the other one I didn't do that straight, whole big vein of placental tissue. It actually, too, doesn't look like it's quite as oily. I'm looking at this one, not quite as saturated. So that's probably part of it too. A really good, nice flavor. But it was slightly different than that other one, so I'm glad I separated them. Lots of drool. Hit me on the lips, again in the throat, but the roof of the mouth's more noticeable this time. Underside of the tongue's a little sharper than the top of the tongue. And there's a good solid notch of warmth right behind my sternum. So yeah, that's good. Sweating eyebrows a little bit. Warming my face up. Feeling like I'm mellowing out now. Combination of that other one and this one. As long as I'm sitting here, I might as well de-seed this other half. picking up on the tip of my tongue now a little bit more. It's and the whole top of my tongue on the back half, more than anything, is kicking it up. Lips are glowing a bit more. Roof of the mouth is not as noticeable now, in favor of the underside of the tongue is getting hit more with this one. And lots of drool. Throat, low in the throat, and the lips and the underside of the tongue are probably the most noticeable. It's floating into the tip of the tongue, more focused now. So yeah, not quite as hot as a regular habanero, I wouldn't say. That particular one, the big red one, was. This flavor is also a little bit different, but similar enough. I think it's maybe peaked. It's pretty warm. And the whole top part of my tongue now is coming in more. It's kind of blossomed from the tip of the tongue going back. Underside of the tongue is still got a sharp sting to it underneath, but it's not like with the annuum. The whole quality of the burn with Chinense is so vastly different than annuum. I drastically prefer it. It's more like a low rumbling burn that's more comprehensive. There are focal points. I'm not saying like it's the same exact burning sensation in every part of my mouth, but it is in general. Like there's a low level warmth that completely encapsulates the whole inside of your mouth. You know, the tongue, roof of the mouth, back of the throat, gums, and inside of your cheeks sometimes, and lips. But with different varieties of Chinense, it's a little bit more focused in different areas. Habanero tends to hit me in the throat a bit. And the same thing with the 7 pots. Although the 7 pots and any of the Trinidad family, it is so unbelievably strong in more areas because of the higher capsaicin content. I noticed it a lot in my tongue. This particular one is focused on the tip of the tongue and underside of the tongue, low in the throat, a little bit on the roof of the mouth. Lips are going at a pretty good level too, so yeah. That was a really nice one. I got a lot of seeds out of this one pepper. Probably 100 seeds out of this one pepper. So that'll be one add to the grow list some point in the future. I have so many varieties of seeds that it's going to be many years before I ever get through all of them. So, and with overwintering, there's less spots available from this year and going into next year. But I'll get them all eventually. If you store them right, pepper seeds keep for decades. I'm running in the nose. It's actually subsiding. It's more strong in the lips now. And the throat burns subsiding. Top of the tongue in the mid part, leaning towards the back a little bit, is still got a good prickle happening, but it's gradually dying down now. So I'm gonna cut this video off. Thanks for watching. If you see any red habaneros at your local market that look kind of like that one, I would definitely recommend checking those out, because so here's I'll show you what the main body of it looked like this, pointed on the end but nice and folded in contorted shape. Good stuff. Capsaicin thumbs up. See you later, guys and gals.